Yo, what up, guys? Yo, Fruit Punch Sabi here. We're back with some more White Album 2. And just a little heads up, this is a reshoot for basically 3 hours worth of White Album 2. So probably like part whatever this is, the next part and the part after that is going to be a reshoot. You can tell with the lights on. With the lights on, this is definitely a reshoot because I'm doing this like in the morning. The reason is because my mic malfunctioned, so yeah, I had to do this again. But I didn't have time over the week, so I am pretty far ahead, right? But that's okay. So yeah, so we're gonna reshoot this part. It's basically, how am I gonna say this off spoiler? Where we last left off, Chiaki's in our room. That's all I remember. あれ？
おーい、はるき、起きろ。
Deborah. You wonder how long it's been since I last heard Chiaki. It might be weird because of the last part. You know what? I'm not even gonna get into it.
開けろ。
It's a reshoot.
シャワー浴びさせろ。
あれ
An unfamiliar ceiling, an unfamiliar voice, and an unfamiliar sleeping position. Being rushed by a seemingly desperate but somehow carefree voice, I slowly lift my body up. The hand I was using for support slipped, resulting in dull pain in the back of my head.
うわ、すごい音したよ。起きた？はるき。
Oh, now she worried, huh?
そこは起きたじゃなくて大丈夫だろう。一宿一般の恩義的には。
Oh yeah. My hospitality to Izumi, who's only a friend, didn't end at just dinner. I also seem to have offered her some other form of accommodation.
はあ、わざわざ鍵まで閉めるかな。そんなに私の理性が信用できないわけ？
Why you lock the door, bruh? Even though the one I, maybe, couldn't trust was myself. It's not like locking the door from the inside would do anything to stop that anyway.
おはよ
Oh, I guess, Alright, if he couldn't trust himself, I believe him then.
っていうか、よくそんな格好で寝れるね。体中痛くない？
I only actually fell asleep around the time the sun started popping its head over the horizon. Also, thanks to the sting in the back of my head, it's like I can't feel the pain in the rest of my body anymore.
今何時？
8時。急げば春樹の大好きな朝一の講義も間に合うよ。
Not just the first period, I love all my classes. I guess I'm still half asleep, since I can only manage to answer her in my head.
シャワー借りるよ。
It'd be like that.
あとトーストは2枚。目玉焼きは両面。
Hey,
ソ
I
ース
like
派だ
that.
から塩コショウ勝手にかけないでね。
She take a shower in the morning? Nice, dude. You know, whenever I watch anime, these motherfuckers, all they do is wash their face, brush their teeth. Alright, time to go to school. I'm like, damn, bro, no deodorant, no shower. Oh, they shower at night, I guess. I shower sometimes at night. Only it depends on the situation, right? If I had to choose, well, I already chose. I prefer morning showers. A sauce fan. I'm a sauce fan too. On my eggs, I like soy sauce.
朝食用意すること前提なのな。
Do I even have any eggs left?
もたもたしないで出ていく。まあ一緒に入るっていうなら止めないけどさ。
俺が止め脱ぎ出すな。
Even after telling her that wearing nothing but a camisole was enough to drive me crazy, she still.
ほんと、春樹のリアクションは面白いね。
It was just for an instant, but I'm sure I saw them just now.
もう二度と止めないからな。来週からは終電逃したら外で寝ろ。お前の大好きな寝袋を用意しといてやる。
And in change of clothes she brought is the long sleeve shirt and pants that she always wears, except that isn't nearly as revealing.
ああ、そういえばさ、もしかしたら春樹に謝らなくちゃならないかも。
確定してることをいかにも可能性っぽく語るな。
There's so many things wrong that they're that I don't even know what I should get mad at her for.
春樹、
Oh,
携帯部屋に置いてったでしょ。
I forgot
夜
about
中に
that.
一度かかってきてさ、私出ちゃったんだよね。
そんな些細なことを謝るつもりがあるなら、もう少し俺にかけてる迷惑の量と質をだな。
女の子からでさ、私の声聞いたらなんかえらく慌てちゃって。
え、
今朝着信見たら、小木曽ゆきな、あ、そんな感じの名前の子。
ゆきな。
That Yuki is actually read as Setsu for Setsuna.
夜中の3時だったから、もしかしたら緊急かも。
See, I didn't get that joke they made in Introductory Route until I see this, right? And I was like, oh, that's why she said her name's written like, you know, Yuki with snow. She said she has snow in her name. I'm like, wait, Setsuna. But it's written like Yuki, like Yukina. But it's pronounced Setsuna. I thought that was cute.
3時。
3 in the morning. So 3 hours past Wednesday. Which means it's the same as last week.
後でフォロー入れといた方がいいかも。もしかしたら妙な誤解されてるかもしんないし。
いや、必要ない。大丈夫だ。
そうなんなら私が直接フォローしても。
必要ないって言ってるだろ。
そう。
The possibility never crossed my mind. Our little exchange last week was, to us, the first time in a long time that we were able to share such happy, irreplaceable moments with each other. At the very least, that's how I felt about it. Setsuna probably felt the same, I think. Our words reached each other and managed to shorten the distance between us. So if we had another chance, I, unlike last time, unhesitantly pressed the call button. If we could just casually continue the 3 more times, then maybe we could find our way back to the path we strayed from those 3 years ago. But we missed that chance. We might have reached that first point, but the second point accidentally disappeared. At this lone point that would never be a line, would never become what connect us together. You know, I don't know if Chiaki did that on purpose. I still don't know, right? And I'm from the future, dude. Right? This is a reshoot. I'm from the future. And I'm super deep in Koharu. So, maybe they're explaining Chiaki Route. I think she has some hidden motivations. Maybe. She saw the caller ID. She might have been very sleepy and just casually just pick up. But she made a sound saying, like, I think she was like, eh, or something like that, right? She's look at the name. She made a sound. She picked up, bruh. She knew this would happen. I felt like she knew this would happen. I don't know. That's how I feel. But I respect it, though.
今日はここまで。名簿前まで持ってきてください。
I don't hate her for it. Yes, she ruined the relationship with Setsuna and Haruki, but I gotta respect her feelings too. We all know she likes Haruki too. So I like her too, though. That's why I respect it. Our third lecture of the day is over, and the sun has already made its way over to the west. There's no more classes left for today, so we should head on over to the seminars.
なあ、泉。お前のレポートだけど、小木島教授に中間報告。
Dang, she's sleeping again. Now that I think about it, other than signing the attendance, this girl beside me spent the whole class laying on her desk. Be it during the third period just now, or the first 2 periods in the morning, all she did was sleep.
おい。
Even I, who slept in a hard, uncomfortable bathtub, managed to properly wake up. And yet the girl who slept on my bed is still half stuck in dreamland.
起きろ！この三軒寝太郎！
Hey. Just thinking about last night makes my blood boil.
もう、なんなの、春樹。
And that just now was a bit of a materialization of it.
とっくに講義終わってるんだよ。お前は一体どこまで育つつもりだ？
Speeding.
何？やっ ぱお風呂入ってる時覗いたの？
Hell yeah.
俺は身長のことを言ってるだけだ。性的な意味だと一切ない。
何軒目が終わったって？今何時？
Dang, she doesn't have a phone. She doesn't have a watch.
3軒目2時40分過ぎ。
もうそんな時間か。今日は朝からよく勉強した。
本当に期待を裏切らないコメントだな。これからゼミ行くぞ。
ああ、行ってらっしゃい。私は帰って寝直すわ。
お前も行くんだよ。当然だろ。せっかくちゃんとレポートやってんだから教授に進捗報告をだな。
そんなの春樹がやっといてよ。私が報告するよりあんたから言った方が教授も信じるでしょ。
その壊滅した信頼関係を少しでも回復したいとか思わないのかよ。
大学なんて在籍できてりゃいいのよ。それじゃおやすみなさい。
こら起きろ泉。お前このままじゃ卒業もおぼつかないって本当に分かって。
おー、やっと見つけた。春樹。
竹谷。
In the opposite direction to the waves of people rushing out of the door, a familiar figure with a familiar voice approaches.
お前探したぞ。なんでこんな北の最果てにこそこそ隠れてんだよ。
Bro, this is home territory for me.
それはな、ここ3号館が俺のホームグラウンドだからだ。
Home ground. Building 3 in the north. It's the main building for the literature department. This guy, economics department, building 6 is all the way in the south.
いつの間にか文学部なんかに逃げやがって。おかげで金借りることもままならないだろ。
I don't know, man, but Chiaki, she slipped out of the classroom. I don't know if she's aware. Is she aware? It's kind of weird. I don't know why she did that. But when Takia came to the classroom, Chiaki just slipped out. She's like outside the classroom right now. I didn't notice until like after they're done talking when I first played this part of the game. Cause yeah, that's why unless one of us deliberately wanted to, there's no way we would just happen to run into each other.
で、いくらだ？悪いけど万は貸せないぞ。あと返済期限は今年中に。
そんなケチな用事できてねえよ。飯なら曜日ごとに食わせてくれる子が7人いる。
God damn.
お前はどうして今でもイオと友達でいられるんだろうな。
At first, they were just messing with each other, waiting for each other's reactions, but they ended up unable to break away from those old facades, no matter how many years it's been. That's not to say Io without fault, seeing how she won't give him a proper answer.
それより今は俺じゃなくて春樹のことだ。お前、一体何言ったんだよ。
何も。
I hate the fact that I can tell who Takia is talking about, just from expression, and the way he's purposefully being unspecific.
そんなはずないだろう。お前らと何年一緒にいると思ってんだよ。
本当に何も言ってない。それどころか、ここ1週間話してもいない。少なくとも俺は。
It's Thursday already. It's been over 168 hours since then.
じゃあ逆パターンか。またシカトしたのかお前。
そんなことしてない。自発的には。
What happened was a complete accident. I shouldn't need to get questioned by Takia like this because of that.
なんでだよ、春樹。いつまでこんな状態続けるんだよ。
何もしてないって言ってるじゃないか。
I don't want him to cover for me either.
あんないい子いないだろう。でさえすりゃ絶対ミス北条取れるくらい可愛くて、なのに家庭的で一途で。おかしいぞ、あのバランスは。
Man, see, I didn't think nothing at this at first. Right? When I first heard this, I was like, alright. He's not lying. She is pretty perfect. But now I'm like, damn, Takia. Because I'm deep in Koharu Route at the moment, right? This is a reshoot. I'm reshooting because of I had microphone issues. So I had to like reshoot like this part of the game. And Takia is always on Setsuna's side. I don't know why. I guess maybe it would be best for Haruki to just stay with Setsuna, maybe. Because he wouldn't find another girl like Setsuna. But did it have to be Setsuna? I feel like Takia might like Setsuna. But because he know that Setsuna loves Haruki, that's why he'll make sure she'll stay with Haruki. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like, why it had to be Setsuna? Why can't it be any other girl, Takia? I don't know, it's weird. Maybe we'll find out when we get more deep into the lore.
そうだよ。俺とはレベルが違うんだ。最初から交わるはずがなかったんだよ。俺たち。
本気で言ってるのか？
タケヤ、俺は。
って、お前が自分の言ったことを冗談だなんて認めるわけないわな。
I don't know. Actually, fuck, I don't know, bro. Shit. You know what the theory I just said earlier? Hey, scrap that out. I don't know. I still find it weird that Takia is always on Setsuna's side. And he want Haruki to always be with Setsuna and no one else. But maybe it's because Haruki, you know, like how Setsuna could tell that Haruki still loves Kazusa. That's why she'll never go further because of that. It's probably the same with Takia. Takia can see that Haruki still loves Setsuna. So that's why he only want him to go with the girl that he think that Haruki loves. Takia and I. Takia, Io and I. Just how many times have we had this exact same conversation before?
でも、せつなちゃんだって認めるわけがないんだよ。お前のこと嫌いなんて、二度と会いたくないなんて。
The three of us. The things I've done to Setsuna. And the awful ways I handle things afterwards.
で、俺は春樹とせつなちゃんのどっちを選ぶと聞かれたら、それも迷いなく彼女についてくって決めてるわけ。
God damn, bro. See, when I first got to this part, I didn't think nothing of this too. Bruh, all these shit is foreshadowing, man. What the fuck? That's true, bro. In the future, he's gonna take Setsuna aside, no matter what. It's fucked up. Come on, bruh. Despite knowing how terrible I am, and knowing that I'm the sole person at fault, these guys are still desperately trying to patch things up between us.
イオだって同じこと言ってる。だからな、春樹。お前がいくらだだこねようと、俺たちの中じゃもう過半数は取れてんだよ。
I'm not surprised with Io. I knew Io was going to be on Setsuna's side no matter what. I mean, I feel like she's closer friends with Setsuna than Haruki. They're telling me I still have a way of making it up to her. In the end, not only I, but she'll be saved as well.
もう一度、ちゃんと話せって。今のお前たち見てられないんだよ。
They're still stubbornly holding on to such a convenient fairy tale-like conclusion, all the while ignoring their own relationship.
とにかく、近いうちに連絡入れるんだぞ。なんなら俺がセッティングしてやっても。
あのさ、タケヤ。
お、
Thank you.
悪い。そろそろゼミあるから。
春樹。
Fuck. Heartburn or something. I'm fat. Takia's concern really makes me happy, and Io's as well, seeing how she's probably the one pulling all the strings. But I'm no longer someone who can just accept something so precious.
また今度のも電話する。たまには男同士差し向かいでな。
Damn, otoko. Or something like that. Because no, neither of them really know. Neither of them know the true severity of what I've done. That's right, they don't know. They don't know how Setsuna felt then. I refuse to believe these wounds can be healed. At the very end, very end, only appearing at the very last moment, Setsuna's true self. They have no idea.
だから待てっての。まだ話は終わってないんだって。
なら手短に話せよ。前振り長すぎるんだよ。
彼女さ、今週の土曜、医学部の男連中とのパーティーに出るんだとさ。主催のやつらさっきからもうこの話で持ちきりで。
パーティーくらい普通だろ。何慌ててんだよ。自分がいけないからか。
確かに男は医学部しか行けないけど、俺の言いたいのはそんなことじゃなくて。
合コンみたいなものだろ。そんな程度でこの剣幕だったのかよ。いくら刹那だからって
俺が手に入れた情報だと、そのパーティーちとやばいかもしれないんだよ。
やばい。
相手がうちの医学部じゃな。俺たちが張り合おうにも肩書きじゃ勝負にならないな。
確かに女の子の方でもチケット手に入れるの結構難関らしい。まあせつなちゃんは主催が口説き落とした方だけど。
そりゃ仕方ないだろう。悔しかったら医者になれ。俺は血が苦手だからごめんだけど。
だからやばいってそういう意味じゃなくて、女の子騙して薬使うってそっち方向。麻酔とか肺になるやつとか。
That's so messed up, bro.
都市伝説だろ。医学部に対するやっかみから生まれた。
まあ今のところ半々よりちょい下くらい。
くだらねえ。医学部のやつらには黙っといてやるから、あんま広めるなよ。
心配じゃないのか。
ガセネタ相手に何を心配しろって。
御宿の菱島ビル5階にあるイタリアンレストランで19時から場所。
じゃあな。
春樹。
If you care that much, Takia, go yourself.
ああ、終わった？
See, I was like, what the fuck, Chiaki? You were waiting outside this entire time? I thought she was like with me the entire time, but she wasn't. She slipped out.
聞いてた。
さあ。
Yeah, she heard, bruh. By the time Takia got to me, Izumi had already swiftly made her way out of the classroom. See, I didn't understand why she did that. I wonder if she was doing it just to give Haruki personal space. I think that's it. But she still eavesdropped either way. And she apparently waited out here quietly until our conversation was finished. Oh, that's probably why she did it, right? Because Takia probably wouldn't tell everything and she was there, right? So she probably, you know, went outside the classroom, but she still eavesdropped so she can hear the full story.
ま、別にいいけど。
あ、そのセリフなんか私っぽい。
シールか。ゼミ行くぞ。
Let's go. You're the only girl I care about, Chiaki. And Koharu, too. I care about Koharu now. Koharu is pretty cute. She get way cuter in her route. Trust me. I'm from the future. See, I'm from the future. Koharu is pretty cute, I'll admit it. Now I get a little behind in the sound of my footsteps as I head to the seminar room. It's the sound of another pair of seemingly fitting footsteps. Even though she was fully intent on going home just a minute ago.
やっぱさ、電話した方がいいんじゃない？
I like that.
聞いてた。
See, that's why I really like Chiaki.
さあ。
Not an old friend like Takia and Neo, but more than just a regular friend in the same department. I'm just a little bit grateful for this sort of distance between us. She's the only one who casually stepped in and asked about something like this. It wouldn't know not to cross any boundaries she shouldn't.
あ、ところでさ、春樹。9900円貸してくれない？ 2年前の時に返すから。
Damn, bruh.
聞いてただろ全部。
How much is that? Oh, that's like $99. Alright. Nah, you can't have that. I'm just a poor December 10th Friday. How do you got 2 jobs?
つまらん。
Whoa.
客観的すぎ。杓子定規枯れてる淡白熱くない。こんなの拾ったコメントを羅列しただけ。
The first draft of my first Souls assignment that I finally finished.
一体何なんだこの打文。読めば読むほど気持ち悪くなってくる。得意なのは雑用だけだった。頭使う仕事は無理。
Even if you justify it by saying she's only yelling because she cares, her words feel way too harsh, considering the author's lack of experience.
いや、これスキル云々じゃないな。あまりにも問題がすぎる。お前、読者に何も伝える気ないだろ。
Well, it's not like I believe those comforting words anyway. If you ask me why, I can only say that Mari-san's expression give it all away.
マリさん、そのくらいにしといた方が。
そうそう、北原バイトだし、自分で書くのは初めてだし。
Because
初仕事で頼まれてもいない提灯記事書くやつがいるか。しかも提灯なのにこびてもいない。最低だこんなの。
Damn. Ouch. If she were only upset because the article is worth less than the paper it's printed on, she wouldn't look as disappointed as she does.
北原、一体どうしたんだお前。いくらなんでもこんな読んでもしょうがない文章を書くやつじゃなかったろ。
Not to mention a slightly stronger use of the words than usual.
今回の記事、何のためにお前を起用したと思ってるんだ。
俺がトーマカズさんの同級生だったからです。
そうだよ。お前の人脈とかもともと持ってる情報量とか、そういう部外者にはないアドバンテージに期待したんだ。
はい。
それがなんだこれ。そこらの子供だって聞き出せるコメントばかりじゃないか。これなら松岡の方が全然マシ。
ほらほら松岡、やったじゃん。あんたマリさんに認められてるよ。
こんな評価のされ方はさすがに嫌。
Who's drinking that coffee? Caffeine addict.
ちょっとクールダウン。
Cool down.
いや、ますますテンション上がらないかそれ。
After finishing the drink on her desk in a single swig, Mari-san tries her best to look calm and composed.
お前な、人とつながってないとこの仕事できないよ。
すいません。
She also trying her best to correct her tone.
そりゃ北原は暗いし冗談通じないし融通聞かないけど、コミュニケーション能力がないわけじゃないと思うのよ。
そりゃあ事実だけど、もうちょっと部下に対して優しさというか。
いえ、マリさんの言う通りですか
I
ら。
can't help it, dude. I'm sorry. I have to get this out of my mind. I gotta get this off my chest. I'm not gonna lie. I went to weird ass websites and I saw some weird ass advertisement. And I saw Momo Senpai from Majikoi. It's a collab with a fucking weird ass game. That's like a Bullet at Grand Blue, I think. But you know, it's not let's just say the game's 18 and above. And I wonder, does that game has voice? Wait a minute. You know what? Fuck that. I didn't want to get that off my chest. Forget everything. That's all I can remember though. Whenever I hear her, I just remember it was Momo Senpai from Majikoi. They just say that. To me, those sound like nothing but compliments. There are facts that I wouldn't think of denying. And even now, I still involve myself with other people just fine. There were even times when it felt annoying just how close we were. I know that she's Yu Asakawa, right? I know that's her VA. You know, right? Her VA in Fate. I know that's her VA. Also, Momo Senpai. Momo Nesan. What do you call her? You call her Aniki or something. I remember you call her like Onesan or something in Majikoi. As long as you exclude that certain special someone from other people, that is.
もうちょっと彼女の素顔に迫れないかな。探せばいるだろ誰か。昔の担任とか親友とか彼氏とか。
Oh.
一人だったんですよ、いつも。
The one who was actually unable to communicate with others was her. That's why there's no one at school who knows about her true self. And as a result, because nobody really knew her that well, all they could give me were those words of praise.
ほらそれ。
え？
トーマカズサはいつも一人だった。どうしてそう書かないの？
それは。
ちゃんと本当のこと掴んでるじゃない。なんで出し惜しみするの？
But I wrote those comments down as they were precisely because they didn't know enough to say anything other than those insincere compliments. So on the surface, it looked as if I was the same as everyone else. As if I knew nothing and was conscious of knowing nothing. Naturally, that didn't sit well with Mari-san.
同級生に配慮した？せっかく賞も取ってこれからって時にネガティブなこと書いて足引っ張りたくなかった？
いえ、違います。
I just didn't know how to write it. I never even thought about her. Or rather, I didn't want to think about her.
そんな配慮はまず面白い記事を書いてから考えなさい。それこそ10年早いわ。
I decided to tackle it myself, to throw away my doubts and hesitations. Yet I ran away from it all. And what I arrived at is the mess you see on those pages. I'm such an idiot. To think I let my awful self that hurt the one I loved to get in the way of what I wanted to do.
というわけで総没。
Daddy.
さてどうする？
Start from square one.
今までのは取材内容も含め全部捨てます。
投げ出すってこと？
いえ、やり直します。まるっきり中身変えます。主観入るかもしれません。
今回は最初からそういうのを望んでる。今まで北原が勝手に履き違えてただけよ。
あと、もしかしたらチェック通らないかも。
そんな危ない話が書けるなら大したもの。その時は大喜びで破り捨ててあげるわ。
確か締め切りは来週末でしたよね。
Damn.
それは最終だから。次のバイトの日までに持ってきなさい。
Next time. What's that?
わかりました。
The next time would be Tuesday. What's today? So I'll need to have it rewritten by Monday, huh?
それじゃあ私はこれから会議だから今日はもう帰っていいわ。お疲れ様。
はい、失礼します。
Having laid out instructions too strict for the student, but more than commonplace for an employee, Mari-san makes her way out of the editing department doors.
まあなんだ、気にするなって。
そうそう、北原くんバイトなんだからさ、もともとハードルが高すぎるんだよ。
They're so nice. These are really nice co-workers. Afterwards, the department members gathered around and started cheering me up.
大丈夫です。マリさんの指摘は全部正しいですから。俺が気にしようが気にしまいが。
やっぱ気にしてんのね。
It's probably thanks to these caring people that Mari-san can be strict to her subordinates without worrying too much.
な、北原、今から飲み行くか。俺も今日デスクにいろいろ言われちゃってさ、お互い溜まってること吐き出そうぜ。
お前は誰も帰っていいなんて言ってないぞ。俺が頼んだ修正、ちゃんと今日中に終わるんだろうな。
25時頃駅前で待ち合わせにしない？俺の口は倍に増えそうなんで朝まで飲み明かそうぜ。
いえ、帰ります。早速家で書き直しやりたいんで。
Or maybe it's because of these caring people that Mari-san has no choice but to be so strict to her subordinates.
まあ、根詰めるなよ。どうしても進まなかったら相談乗るからさ。
ありがとうございます。それじゃあ失礼します。
お疲れ。
いいな、もう帰れて。
You got cool workers. Only 3 days until the deadline. Since I'll be working at Goodies tomorrow, I actually only have 2 days. Before those 2 days are up, I'll have to prepare an article more packed with content, with a K, than a week's worth of interview comments. The problem isn't with the time, nor the available content. I have more than enough of both. It just comes down to whether or not I can actually put my thoughts onto the page. Will I be able to show others what I know about her true self? Saturday. He got till Tuesday? Dang. And then he's working at Goodies, so he got like 1 day, 2 days.
おはようございます。
Ooh.
おはようございます。
おはようございます。
本日の早番のシフトですが、スタートはホールが中川さん、飯山さん、水原さん、キッチンが本田くん、下田くん、佐藤の6人体制になります。
Saturday, 9:30 a.m.
ただ誰かが休憩の時は北原さんにヘルプで入ってもらいますので、いつもよりは余裕があると思います。
I'm here on my second workday since my resignation half a year ago.
あと研修期間中の杉浦さんですが、今日から徐々にホールに入ってもらいます。皆さんもサポートしてあげてください。
しばらくはご迷惑をおかけするかと思いますが、なんとか早く皆さんの邪魔にならないよう頑張りますので、
Oh
ど
yeah.
うかよろしくお願いします。
This is so weird, bro. Because I know the future now. At the same time, it's also this girl who's bowing deeply before us. Sugiura Koharu's second day on the job. Just as I expected, she's definitely not some weakling who would be discouraged by what happened last time.
それじゃあ解散します。各自開店準備始めてください。
At the temporary manager Sato morning meeting, which was a little more formal than usual, everyone heads off to their appropriate stations. As a result, I, who hasn't been specified a position, and her, who's been asked to stay on standby, are forced to stay here, awkwardly staring at one another. Actually, I'm probably the only one who looks awkward. As for her, she's been intently staring at my face for a while, not moving a muscle. She's probably waiting for my orders or something, but she doesn't need to look so scary, does she?
あのさ。
開店直後にホールに入りたいと思うんですが。
え？
She calmly breaks the silence before I have a chance to, right as I was about to collapse from the awkward atmosphere.
まだお昼時には早いので、お客様も大した数は来店しないと思います。多分それほど周囲に迷惑はかけません。
杉浦さん。
それでも私のせいで回転が悪くなったら、先輩がフォローに入ってください。私の教育係なんだから、それが仕事ですよね。
She broke the silence, alright, with all the subtlety of a sledgehammer.
多分11時過ぎ頃から私がいたら回りきれなくなるので、そこからは見学します。先輩はそのまま13時までヘルプに入っててください。13時からは私の教育をお願いします。自分でも質問をまとめておきますので、なるべく効率的に進めましょう。次にホールに入るのは15時くらいかと思いますが、そのあたりは午前中の私の結果を見て判断してください。まずはそんなところでしょうか。何か質問ありますか？
Who put you in charge?
一つだけ。
何です？
その何か質問ありますかも含めて全部俺のセリフのはずなんだけど。
By my lines, I don't just mean the one who's speaking, but the spoken content as well. Dang. She's so similar to Haruki. He admitted everything she just said, right down to the line. Everything is what he was gonna say, but she just said it a bit faster than him. After all, her plan is nearly identical to the one I had come up with.
他にはないですか？それじゃあ開店です。今日も頑張っていきましょう。
いや、それも俺の。
Is she taking her anger out on me? Or is she just trying to cover up her embarrassment? Or is this just the way she was born? Thus, Sugiura Koharu's second day at work begins, and while she had realized her standing, she still pushes her opinions on me as if she was superior to me. Quite a pedantic one, isn't she?
ありがとうございました。合計で3280円に。申し訳ありません。少しだけお待ち願います。
I'll teach you how to use a cash register.
先輩、北原先輩。
はい、今行きます。どうした？
レジが警告音を出して止まってしまいました。私に何か操作ミスがあったんだと思います。
そうか、ちょっと変わって。
待ってください。
何？
もっと私に理解できるように手元を見せながら操作してください。教育も兼ねてるんですから。
I wonder why she was blushing. Wait a minute, what? Ah, don't think about it too hard.
ああ、悪い。
I'm trying to see if I can pick up anything that's gonna foreshadow the future.
あれ？今の操作何ですか？
リセットするときはこうやるんだ。これでもう一度最初から伝票を。
その方法は教えてもらってませんけど。
ちょっと裏技っぽい操作だし、おいおい教えていければいいかなって。
余計な配慮しないでください。その知識が必要かどうかは私が決めます。
余計。
先輩は自分が知っていることを出し惜しみせず、私に全部叩き込んでくれればいいんです。
いいんですよ。
出し惜しみ。
ほら、お客様を待たせてます。急いでください。この程度のことも両立できないんですか？
はい、す すいません。
What?
ありがとうございました。
ねえ、どうしたの彼女。今日はえらく素直じゃん。よっぽど先週のあれが効いたのかな。
これを素直と言うんだろうか。
I'm not gonna say it, dude. Okay, I'll say something, bro. Bro, they know. They fucking know. They know. The viewers will be lusting after. What's her name? Nakagawa-san. Bro, I saw her ass cheeks in the future. I wish she has a row. Why do I need to stand here and be subjugated to a holier than thou preaching? I guess we don't really need a route for her, right? She's defined the way she is. Seeing her ass cheeks is just enough for me.
ご注文繰り返させていただきます。エッグハンバーグ A セットでライス、食後にプリンパフェですね。
I need to stop remembering that.
こちらお下げしてよろしいですか？失礼いたします。お冷やおかわりいかがでしょうか？そっち
大丈夫そうっすね。
It's only her second day, and for the most part, I already ran out of things to teach her.
この調子じゃ明日にはもう研修中の名札取れるかも。
だとしたら新記録かな。
It'll be a knack for learning, passion, or perseverance. She's definitely stand among the best of the part-timers I've seen. I even go so far as to say that at the pace she's learning, I don't see any problems with making her one of the hall chiefs. Even if she's only planning to work part-time during the winter break.
いやー、拾い物でした。付属生はまあ頭いい子は多いんすけど、その分やる気のない子も多くて。
そりゃ店長代理のカリスマの問題じゃないのか。
だから北原さんに教育係を任せて正解でした。いや、本当感謝してます。
俺はほとんど何もしてないって。彼女の力だよ。
Amidst our aimless chatter, Sato responds to my little joke sends a bit of shiver down my spine. I was fully expecting him to play the street man there.
もう手を離れましたよね。独り立ちしましたよね。
まあ人手不足だし、これ以上遊ばせておく余裕も。
だから北原さんには今からキッチンに入ってもらっていいっすよね。
佐藤。
Despite him beating around the bush, I finally managed to sniff out what this fiendish substitute manager in front of me is scheming.
今日合コンなんすよ。それでそのおそばん足りないんで北原さんお願いできないっすかね。
いやちょっと待て。俺教育係だけって約束じゃん。
Shit. I forgot. Today's Saturday.
すっげえ美味しい話なんすよ。今年銀行に入った友達が同期入社の窓口の子たち呼んでくれるって。
高望みはやめた方がいいと思うけどな。
今日は何を言われても怒りません。だからお願いします。俺を男にしてください。
だからその相手じゃならないと思うんだけど。
ダメっすか？こんなに頼んでも無理っすか？
いやだって今日は。
もしかして今夜どうしても外せない用事でもあります？そんなら諦めますけど。
御宿の獅子島ビル5階にあるイタリアンレストランで19時から。
Dang. Bad timing, Sato. Looking at the clock, it's only 5 right now. There's more than enough time for anything I might want to do.
別に今日は他のバイトもないけど。
だったら
What am I thinking? Why would I be planning to do anything? How would I even go about doing it? I don't even understand what I'm thinking about.
あーずるい。北原さんはこっちが狙ってたのに。
中川。
私も今日友達と飲む約束があるんですよ。ねえねえ北原さん、キッチンじゃなくてホールお願いします。
Only after only a few seconds of being lost in thought, another noisy voice came flying at me. Then what absolutely bad timing. Two of the basically superiors want to take the leave today, and Setsuna is gonna go to this crazy medical party tonight.
同じ日に早上がりってお前たち実は陰で付き合ってたりとか？
ないない、全然ない。佐藤さんとなんてありえないってば。
Dang.
いくら否定しようのない事実だとしてもそこまで思い切り断言することないんじゃ。
北原さんが誘ってくれるなら考えるけどさ、ガード硬いから望み薄なのがね。
Were they gonna get a Nakagawa route? What the hell?
いや、そもそも俺と飲んでもつまんないと
I
思う
would've
けど。
fine.
でも一生もんの男として考えるとこれがまた評価高いんだよね。豊穣だし仕事できるし細かいし。
どうせこっちは準社員という名のフリーターっすよ。
細かいって褒め言葉か？今まで散々うざいって言われてきたけど。
だって北原さんってさ、結婚したら奥さんにぶつくさ言いながらも家事全部やってくれそうじゃない？
で、仕事も家庭も手加減できずに頑張りすぎて鬱になっちゃったりして。
縁起でもないこと言うのはやめてくれ。
仕事中に何雑談してるんですか。皆さん真面目に働いてください。はい。
はい。